Is this considered cheating?
Sus.
Hi, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Luciana. I'm a real lady, but I'm not very ladylike. Here on my channel, I like talking about life as a woman and discussing some weird shit happening online. And today I want to talk about a video that went viral on TikTok that raised a lot of questions about what's considered cheating, why are married men acting so sus, and the difference in how society treats cheating men and cheating women. But before I proceed, I just want to give a little disclaimer. Everything that I'm gonna say in today's video is my opinion, okay? I just want to have a conversation. It's for entertainment purposes, so don't come after me. So the story goes like this. A woman met a guy at a beach in Miami. They had a good conversation in the water. They hit it off. He gave her his number to get in touch later on. You know how these things go. A few months later, she decided to contact him to reconnect, and that's when she realized that she lost the number, like she didn't save it. So she decided to ask TikTok for help finding this mystery man from Miami.
I was in Miami looking all good in the ocean, and my friend was taking pics of me. When he came up to me and he introduced himself, my friend thought he was bold, so she kept recording. After we got out the ocean, he did give me his number, but I was lit, and I thought I saved it, but I didn't.
TikTok helped me find this man I met in Miami. He walked right in the ocean to introduce himself to me. I was lit when he gave me his number. I'm counting on y'all. Hopefully he ain't married.
And as social media goes, you know, people talk, people share, and yeah, she ended up finding who the guy was. The investigative powers of the internet truly amazes me. But remember the last part of her TikTok?
Hopefully he ain't married.
Yep. Married he was. The wife contacted the lady, you know, that was looking for her husband. But, you know, they had a really nice chat, which always makes me happy, you know, when people can discuss their problems in a civilized manner. I think these two deserve a round of applause. But you know who doesn't?
Can you not delete the video? I don't want him lying about this too.
So let me just show you the interview that the wife and the husband decided to give once this story went viral.
We just immediately started arguing because, bro, you really got me messed up.
So she messages Misha directly.
I said, did you sleep with him? She said, no, we literally only met at the beach and that was it.
That's what I said.
The exaggerated faces he's making is really just him trying to shake the guilt off.
I didn't even know they were recording either.
That doesn't make you look better. That's the worst thing a person can say when they're caught doing something they shouldn't. What's that supposed to mean? Like, if you knew you were being recorded, then you wouldn't have done all those things in the water? Why were you interacting with her that way? Luciana, what are you doing? Me? Oh, nothing. I'm just here hugging this shirtless gentleman. I thought he was drowning, so I came here to help. That's why I have my arms wrapped around his muscular midsection. Oh, okay. Why are you holding his hands with interlaced fingers? Oh, that's a technique I use to help guide people out of the water. It is not.
She didn't have my number. She didn't even have my real name.
What were you doing giving her a number in the first place? Fake or not?
And what circumstances are you giving a woman your number when you're married?
It was nothing like the video made it look. I posted a picture. I didn't pose for the camera.
I posted a picture. I didn't pose for the camera.
Again, why were you posing for a picture with her? Do you know her? Is she a friend that you want to save the memory of meeting her at the beach? That's very sus. How is the wife so calm during this interview is beyond me. Again, kudos to her for being so mature. But I guess at this point she already had time to digest what was happening, because her first reaction, understandably so, wasn't that calm.
I said, did you sleep with him? She said, no. So I'm like, well, you looking for him this hard. Obviously it was something to y'all. She's like, is that your man? I said, not no more. I told her, I'm like, sis, you can have him.
Oh, Luciana, I think people should be less emotional in situations like this. And most importantly, this couple shouldn't be discussing their marital problems online. A lady knows that private family matters should remain private. They shouldn't have done that interview. You are right, lady, but I think we're way past that point. Because once things go public, right, especially in today's social media world and court, you have to address it publicly. Because it made the wife look bad. Because their kids at some point are gonna have social media. I don't know their age, maybe they already have. And they're gonna see the father doing that. And then there's no answer from the mom. She has to.
Having fun. Nothing serious. Because if I was really trying to get on and cheat, it would have been something, you know, grasping, something more intimate, something.
No matter how you try to slice it, it's still disrespectful to the wife. And honestly, I don't think he would have been grabbing her in a more intimate way if he wanted to cheat right there publicly at the beach. Because one, I think he knew he was being recorded, okay? I mean, the friend was right there in the sand with the phone. Even if the video is zoomed in, come on, you pay attention to your surroundings, right?
Cherie, you rolling your eyes.
Because it's hard to say you don't know someone's recording you and you posing for a camera.
Especially when you're married and you're doing something that you shouldn't. Another reason could be that deep down he knew that was inappropriate. And that's why you can see his body language. He was like leaning towards her, he was giving her hugs and all of that, but he was also like taking a step back. Just a thought. Either way, the interlaced fingers, the hugging, you know, in bathing suits, it's so inappropriate.
Why are you holding two hands like that?
Especially because he doesn't know her. Like, she's not a friend that you, like, you know, hug and say hi at the beach when, you know, it just doesn't look good, okay? And I guess what's considered inappropriate or not in a committed monogamous relationship really depends on the parties involved. That's why communication is so important, right? To express what your boundaries are. And according to the wife's reaction, I think it's safe to assume that her boundaries were crossed. I'm pretty sure they didn't have an open relationship. Which is something that I always say, you know, if you're unhappy in a relationship, if you want to explore other options or, you know, whatever, talk to your partner. Okay, maybe the other person will accept, maybe they're gonna be very upset that you're suggesting it, but still, it's important to have that conversation so you don't go out there doing stupid shit and hurting, you know, the person that you say you love, right? Breaking their trust.
She and Aiden will be starting counseling next week. Did you suggest the marriage counseling because of this situation, or would you have chosen to do this if this didn't happen?
This situation, it broke the trust I have for him. So I suggested it.
If that man felt so comfortable acting like that with that woman, publicly, who's to say that he didn't try to do something like that before, or that he won't try to do it again if he feels comfortable enough, if it's a different scenario where he knows, you know, people are not gonna see, there's no phones, like, you know what I mean?
I couldn't understand why he would be in that circumstance unless you was trying.
It's the attitude. That's what breaks the trust.
I get it. It was disrespectful for my marriage and my wife. I get it. But in my head as a man, I'm kind of like, it was so little and innocent.
Bro, nothing about that looks innocent.
And I agree with what Preach said. He wasn't expecting to get all this backlash.
Yeah, on top of that, you're not a celebrity. So you're definitely not expecting all this heat.
And because this story went viral, can you imagine what she went through? What the kids went through?
Oh, won't somebody please think of the children?
Look, I'm not trying to say that people shouldn't act that way because they should be afraid of the internet. They shouldn't act that way in the first place because they respect their partner. That's common sense. I truly hope they work things out. But when the trust is broken, it's hard because then it opens up the door for her to be questioning every little thing he does or did in the past, right? Maybe she'll start connecting dots. She's always gonna have that in the back of her head. Like, can I trust him again? And that's a shitty way to live, you know, in a relationship. But again, I hope they work things out. Now, just a little, you know, food for thought. If this wasn't a man, right? If this was the wife, what would some of the comments towards her be on social media? That she's a whore? That she's a bad mother? That she's giving a bad example to her children? All those patriarchal conceptions about what a good woman should be would be flaring up all over social media. We as a society have come a long way towards treating men and women more equally, but we're not there yet. Anyway, I'm just here trying to do my part, okay? I'll leave you with that. If you enjoy this kind of videos, you know, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe so one day I can afford the teeth whitening. I hope you have a lovely day ahead of you, and now you can click on this video over here to keep watching more of me. Alright, lady, let's go. Wait, you know I can't run in high heels?